Hey guys, it's KevyDog4. This is my NBA Finals Game 5 recap. So, the Cavaliers stayed alive to force a Game 6. They won 112-97 on Golden State's home floor. Golden State still leads the series 3-2, but the Game 6 goes back to Cleveland, and then Game 7 at Oracle. So I guess you could say the home court advantage is gone, and this Game 6 is very important for both teams, obviously. One facing elimination and one wanting to stop the momentum and get that title as soon as possible. So here's what happened in Game 5. Andrew Bogut sprained his knee in the third quarter. He's out for the rest of the season and possibly the Olympics. Probably the Olympics because he's out 6 to 8 weeks. So he's done for the series, out for the season, probably out for the Olympics. Draymond Green did not play. He was serving his 1-game suspension. LeBron James and Kyrie Irving are the first teammates in finals history to score 40-plus points in the same game. And field goal percentage for Cleveland was 53%, Golden State 36.4%. 3-point field goal percentage, Cleveland 41.7% and Golden State 32.6%. And free throws, Golden State 73.1%, Cleveland 60.9%. Paint points, Cleveland 48, Golden State 30. So LeBron James did everything: 41 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, and 3 blocks. Kyrie Irving, 41 points. Richard Jefferson, 3 steals. Andrew Bogut, 3 blocks. Steph Curry, 3 blocks. Overall highs, LeBron James and Kyrie Irving had 41 points. LeBron James, 16 rebounds. LeBron James, 7 assists. LeBron James, Richard Jefferson, 3 steals. LeBron James, Andrew Bogut, Stephen Curry, 3 blocks. 3-pointers, Klay Thompson, 6. So predictions versus the reality of this game. I predicted the final score to be 107-104 Cavaliers. Cavaliers won this by a much larger margin than I thought, 112-97. I predicted the Warriors would be unable to fill Draymond Green's position. Andre Iguodala was the starter this game. He did a pretty good job, 15 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals. So I think he did a pretty good job of filling that void, but it still wasn't enough. Whatever didn't happen because of Draymond Green being gone, it wasn't enough. Either that or Cleveland was just too good for this game. So I predicted the Cavs were going to pick up the pace because it's a win-or-go-home situation for them for the rest of this series. Yeah, they did. They had better ball movement and more consistency. Let's see what else. I predicted LeBron James to have a really big game, and yeah, he led the team in all categories. 41 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks, and he only had 2 turnovers. Most of the games in the series, he's had somewhere between about 5 and 7 turnovers. He only had 2 this game, so he did a great job this game. Tristan Thompson, I predicted to have a big game. He did a pretty good job, too. He didn't score very many. He had 6 points, but he had 15 rebounds. That was the big thing for him, and he had a steal and 2 blocks. I predicted more minutes for Andrew Bogut. I guess we wouldn't have known how many minutes he would have gotten because he was injured in the third quarter. He played 7 minutes and 35 seconds before spraining his knee in the third quarter. So he didn't get as many minutes as normal, but that was partially due to injury. I don't know how many minutes he would have played. But improvements for Game 4 that were made and not made for Cleveland. They made improvements on their shooting. They shot 53% on regular field goals and 41.7% on 3-point field goals. And I said another improvement is to not lose. Ha ha, they did not lose. Yay. And the improvement that they did not make, once again, I say this every game, the rotation of their subs is horrible. So Richard Jefferson played 14 minutes and 18 seconds off the bench. Shumpert, 25 minutes and 41 seconds. But Dellavedova, Williams, Mozgov, and the 2 Jones players, they played 10 minutes and 17 seconds combined. And Channing Frye did not even play. What is up with that? And then you have Kevin Love in the game. He gets like 2 points, I think. He had 2 points the whole game, I'm pretty sure. and he had like 30-something minutes, 25, 30 minutes. I don't know. He had a lot of minutes, and that's ridiculous. If your guy's not producing, get him out. But no, they're not doing that. They rely way too much on the same 5 or 6 guys. So that needs to seriously improve, or they've got no shot at the title. I hate to say it, because seriously. Okay, so Golden State, they made the improvement of filling the void of Draymond Green with Andre Iguodala in his 15 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals. Is that right? I feel like I said something differently the first time. Nope, I didn't. Okay. And the improvements that they did not make, more presence from Andrew Bogut. Well, I don't know how that would have turned out had he played the entire game, but all I have to say is he did not have any points. He had 3 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 steals, 3 blocks, 4 fouls, 2 turnovers before he was injured in the early third quarter, so that was not improved. Highlights from the game, it was close in the first and second quarter. It was tied at 61 at the half. That's a pretty high halftime score. Klay Thompson was on fire in the second quarter. Andrew Bogut injured in the third quarter. He's out for 6 to 8 weeks, so no more Andrew Bogut this series, and I don't think in the Olympics either. I'm pretty sure they've already ruled him out for that. The Cavs pulled away for good late in the third quarter. They kept like 7 to 8 point lead, I'm pretty sure, for the rest of the game, and in the fourth quarter it just started going up and up until the end of the game. So Kyrie Irving and LeBron James each had 41 points. That's big. So, improvements for Game 6. I have a couple for each team. Cleveland I'll start with. When the starters are struggling, I'm specifically talking about Kevin Love and J.R. Smith. Get them out of the game. Come on. They're playing way too many minutes, Kevin Love and J.R. Smith, to be producing that low. And it's going to cost them, because if Kyrie Irving and LeBron James, 41 points a game is not going to happen every night. If you keep your guys in that long and they're not doing something, you've got to find someone else that can produce, or you're going to lose your game. You're not going to score anything. You're going to give up all these rebounds. I just feel like J.R. Smith, that one game that he had, he was really good, and they left him in, and that's totally fine. If he's doing fine, then yeah, give him the minutes he deserves. But if he's going to take like 3 shots the entire game, why is he even in there? And then for Kevin Love, it seems like he's just kind of standing around. He's taking these really low percentage shots from 3-point range when he could be busting into the middle. He's big enough he can do that, but he's not. So, and when there's a rebound that goes up, I've noticed he just kind of stands there and lets it go by him. He doesn't hustle for much. He just seems kind of slow in the finals right now. So if that's going to happen, get in Jefferson or Fry or someone to replace him. For Smith, Dellavedova can play. Who else? Shumpert can play. But they're not giving, Shumpert's getting his minutes, but they're not getting people into those positions when it really counts, and it's going to cost them one of these next 2 games if they don't get that sub-rotation figured out, especially with the starters doing as badly as they are, and I'm pinpointing at Love and Smith. Let's see, what's the next one? Higher percentage shots need to be taken, because those threes that Kyrie and LeBron were taking are not going to fall every game, because in the beginning of the series, there were games that Kyrie Irving was scoring 10 points a game. He had a 41-point game here. The question is, Game 6, what is it going to be? 10 points or 41 points? We don't know. So they need to be taking higher percentage shots unless everything's falling out there. Then they can take those, but they need to start out inside and work their way out, and if it's not working, keep it in. Because the more higher percentage shots you make, then the more points you're going to score, and the higher probability you're going to win. And this is especially necessary for Kevin Love and J.R. Smith again, because they're taking all these threes and they're not going in. So they need to take higher percentage shots, and they need to shut down Draymond Green. He was a big difference for Golden State when he played well in this series. Even in Game 4, he had like 13 rebounds and 11 assists or something along the lines of that. and he only scored about 9 points. But sometimes the scoring is not what counts. It counts about what you're doing on the defensive side, on the passing side, and that's what's important for him. So they need to have someone guarding him that can keep him from doing that and cause lots of turnovers for him. That's what they need to do. For Golden State, they need more presence from Draymond Green because he's going to have to also fill Andrew Bogut's spot now. He's probably going to start at center. I think they'll probably put in Andre Iguodala. They're probably going to keep the same lineup that they had when Draymond was suspended, except it's going to be Draymond playing and Andrew Bogut's gone because he's injured out for the season. So Draymond Green's going to have a big presence, big role in this game to help them win. And more presence from the backup centers like Varejao, Spates, Rush, is he? I don't know. But Ezeli. Those three, especially Ezeli, Spates, Varejao, they need to have an impact on this game big time because when they're in, they usually have not a whole lot of impact on the game. But now that Bogut's out, if they're going to play a big guy in there, they've got to fill the role of what Bogut was doing because he had some good games. He had several blocks in most of his games, including Game 5. He had like 3 blocks in about 7.5 minutes. Someone's got to be able to fill his void when Draymond's not playing center and those guys are in. So they have to be able to shut down the center. So thanks for watching this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. My prediction video for Game 6 will be up shortly. I just need to create my prediction and make the video. So that'll be up soon. Thanks for watching. I will see you in my next video.